My name is Jonas, this is Sublime Media, and on this channel I talk about records and record related stuff, like today when I'm going to talk about Sam Records' latest release by Sahib Shihab and the Heath Brothers, live in Paris 1976. If you don't know, I run a record shop called sublimemedia.se. Check it out, I'm pretty proud of it, where you can find stuff that I'm talking about like these today, but I also have a bunch of different other jazz records and also psych, prog, folk and stuff like that. So yeah, check it out. It's mainly for the Swedish audience, but I send to all over the world, so if you are interested, just PM me and we figure something out. So today we're going to talk about Sam Records, and Sam Records I don't think is anything new to anyone who had dabbled in audiophile pressings lately, especially in the jazz genre. Sam Records is a French label slash record shop or store, and the owner Fred Thomas has had Sam Records since 2011. Now Fred is an amazing guy and really passionate about what he is doing, which really shows in the releases that he has put out for us to enjoy. What is special about Sam Records releases is that they don't do anything half-assed. All the Sam Records releases are cut from the original master tapes, photos and covers, everything like that is from the original photographs, if there are any. He also seems to press everything at the best pressing plants, using the best mastering engineers, and the quality control is just insane. And I'll try to insert some footage here so you can get a glimpse of at least the quality of the cover artworks and stuff like that. I mean, you can't really hear what I'm hearing, but I'll try to see that you can see what I'm seeing, so to speak. Today I want to talk about the latest release, as I said, and it's these guys. This is the Sahib Shihab's, the Danish radio jazz group, and what I had no idea about, the Heath Brothers Paris live concert 1976. So let's start with Sahib Shihab, 1965, with the Danish radio jazz group. So to the hard facts of this was cut from the analog master tape by Kevin Gray. It's strictly limited to 3,000 copies. It uses the original photo. They all come with a photo insert and pressed on 180 grams. So now Sahib Shihab, he played with a lot of the greatest players like Dizzy Gillespie, Monk, Art Blakey and Quincy Jones. And I think that this time period he was pretty fed up with racism in the US, and on tour with Quincy Jones in the 60s he decided to just stick around in Scandinavia instead of going home. He ended up marrying a Danish girl, and I don't know if he ended his, at the end of his life he was in Denmark or if he had gone back to the States. I think he had gone back to the States by then. In this time period, 1965, mid-60s, he was doing a lot of work here in Scandinavia. Not a lot, I should say a lot, because there's not a lot of material from Sahib Shihab from Scandinavia, but the things that are great. What I love about Sahib Shihab's playing is his warm, fat tone on the saxophone, or all instruments that he plays. I think he plays flutes also, but especially the saxophone is great. Very warm, very inviting sound. And I won't bore you with all the tracks. Let's see here. We have some personnel that I knew about before going in, like Alex Riel on drums, Nils Henning, Östen Peterson on bass, obviously, Pelle Mickenborg on trumpet, and a bunch of other guys. 2 sessions in August, and what we have is an essential Scandinavian jazz record, in my opinion. So talking a little bit about the record, the vinyl itself. This was issued in 1965. It's gone to be one of the most rare, expensive, and sought after Scandinavian jazz records, maybe even European jazz records. And you have to pay like 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 euro for an original press in good condition. When it comes to the original pressings. It's only been released once after that as a vinyl copy, and that was in 2001, I think, in Japan. An issue I've been after for so long, but I didn't want to pay the prices. So when Sam Records was announcing that they were reissuing this, and with the Sam Records treatment, I was so stoked. Pre-order it right away, and I have sold a handful in my shop also, so it's awesome to to be able to spread this to other homes also. Now, sound quality. This is an audiophile pressing, and I know there has been other channels talking about the sound quality of this. I know that Michael45 did a fantastic review of comparison shootout with the original press and the Japanese press, so go check that out. Great one. And he said, unfortunately, that this is the least good sounding of the three pressings. Now, I know he has a killer system, everything just insanely cool, and being able to compare this and do a shootout with an original press is pretty unique. But I have to say, that and the Japanese in that case has to be sounding like the best ever, because this is a really good sounding audiophile jazz record. I'm not huge into bigger bands like this, but you have great separation, great depth, great air around the musicians and the instruments. I have to say that just due to this fact that it's a lot of air around them and it's easy to identify every single instrument in the room, it's like sitting in the studio. And what else could you possibly ask for when it comes to dropping a needle on a record? So I won't talk more about this. Extremely good and highly recommended. Get it while it's still out there. Strictly limited to 3,000 copies. I guess that when this is gone, it's gone. Which brings us to the Heath Brothers. Now, this is a session I had no idea existed. The Heath Brothers live in Paris 1976. Now, the Heath Brothers joined Strata East and released one record in 1975 or 76, maybe recorded in 75, called Walking On or something like that. I've never owned a copy of that, but it's I've heard it online. It's brilliant. Now, Stanley Cowell, who was one of the owners of Strata East, plays on this also, like he did on that Strata East record. That was recorded in Oslo, Norway, of all places. Now, on this recording, they have gone to Paris and are playing some of the tracks that they played on the Strata East record, also with Stanley Cowell. So again, Kevin Gray, 180 gram, quality control, strictly limited to 3,000 copies. The exact same treatment as the Sahib Shihab record. So yeah, again, I won't bore you with analyzing every single track because I'm not good at that. But it sounds great again. It's like sitting there in the audience watching the show because of just a quartet compared to the Sahib Shihab record, which has 10 or 12 people in the studio. This is easy to identify every single one, every single solo and so forth. They play their asses off, and I have to say, like, Stanley Cowell, now I'm a little bit biased because he is one of, if not my favorite piano player of all time. I think he is great, and he plays his heart out on this one. So even if you don't like the Heath Brothers playing, why wouldn't you? But yeah, the Stanley Cowell, just witnessing, just listening to and witnessing Stanley Cowell's playing on this one is worth the admission alone. So yeah, I won't talk more about that. Fantastic release, great one by Sam Records. And just to show you a few more that I brought in stock in shop that I haven't listened to yet. Also is this one. This is Nathan Davis live in Paris, which I think Nathan Davis was the one that sort of the artist that made Fred start Sam Records. If you read about Sam Records, I think you can read the story there. 3 LP set, yeah, great one, trio record. This is Donald Byrd and Bobby Jasper in Cannes 1958. There's two of these. I picked one. So I haven't heard the other one either. Clark Terry, great one. And last but not least, Art Blakey's Jazz Messengers Olympia Concert 2 LP set, thick cardboard sleeve, just such an amazing packaging. So, and I guess that the music and audio quality will be on par. Yeah. So thank you, Sam, and thank you for watching. Please comment if you have any comments, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Have a great evening, everyone.